Carlo Acutis was born on the 3rd of May in 1991 in London, the capital city of England and the United Kingdom, as the first and the oldest child of Italian parents Andrea Acutis and Antonia Salzona, who were members of wealthy Italian families. Acutis' parents worked in London, England and Germany before he was born, and moved back to Italy and settled in Milan shortly after his birth in September in 1991. His parents worked in family businesses. His father's family worked in the Italian insurance industry, and his mother's ran a publishing company. Acutis' maternal great-grandmother was born in the United States and came from a family of landowners in New York. Carlo Acutis was a humble, devoted, a religious Catholic Christian and atheist, which was very surprising because his parents were not religious or devoted at all. Aside from a few visits to a daycare center, most of Acutis' eye care came from nannies. During one daycare visit, he was bullied by other children. A Polish nanny tried to teach him to set boundaries so that other children would not take his toys without his consent. He replied, "Jesus would not be happy if I lost my temper." Acutis attended his first primary school in September 1997, the San Carlo Institute, but as the school was at a distance from his home, 3 months later he transferred to the Messalini Tommaso Institute, run by the Sisters of St. Marcellina. During his walks to school, he took particular interest in the friend caretakers of the different homes along his route, learning their names and stopping to greet them personally each morning. Upon completing middle school, Acutis went on to the Jesuit Institute High School. Although he was an average student, he liked to read and pursued other academic areas independently, including computer science. Acutis also had a tutor who helped him with his homework and followed him to church. Also, from a young age, Acutis showed great interest and aptitude in a variety of different subjects, cultures, and fields. He wanted to become a professional chef. He played football with his friends and enjoyed video games and pop culture. He spent time with animals, especially dogs. He taught himself how to play saxophone and ultimately enjoyed playing the instrument. On the 16th June 1998, when he was 7 years old, Acutis received his first Holy Communion at the convent of St. Ambrigo in Milan. Acutis was also a frequent communicant and attended Eucharistic adoration. He was confirmed 5 years later on 24th May in 2003 at Santa Maria Segregato Church in Milan. When Acutis was 12 years old, he became the catechist in his parish, Santa Maria Segregato. At that time, in the Italian catechetical structure typically relied on young team leaders in the youth groups castrated with adults. Carlo was a young man who was exceptionally transparent. He really wanted to progress in loving his parents, God, his classmates, and those who loved him less. He wanted to apply himself in his studies, to educate himself in catechism class as well as in school and computer science. Acutis showed interest in the lives of saints, especially Francis of Assisi, Anthony of Padua, Francisco, and Jacinta Mato Dominic. He is said to have prayed to his guardian angel frequently and exhibited a special devotion to St. Michael the Archangel. On 1st October 2006, Acutis developed an inflammation of the throat. His parents took him to a doctor who diagnosed parostitis and dehydration, which a second doctor, a family friend, confirmed. A few days later, Acutis' pain worsened and he had blood in his urine. By Sunday, 8th October, he was too weak to get out of bed for Mass. Acutis was brought to a clinic specializing in blood disease and was diagnosed with leukemia. He was given little chance to recover. He was rushed to an intensive care unit and put on a ventilator. After a sleepless night, Acutis was transferred to San Grado Hospital north of Milan, one of only 3 hospitals in Italy equipped to treat his condition. The hospital staff called their chaplain to administer the anointing of the sick. Acutis offered his suffering both for Pope Benedict the 16th and the Catholic Church, saying, "I offer to the Lord the sufferings that I will have to undergo for the Pope and for the Church." The doctor treating his final illness had asked him if he was in great pain, to which he replied, "There are people who suffer much more than me." His final words to his mother were, "Mom, don't be afraid. Since Jesus became a man, death has not become the passage towards life, and we don't need to flee it. Let us prepare ourselves and experience something extraordinary in the external life." Acutis fell into a coma and was taken to his intensive care unit for blood cleansing treatment. After cerebral hemorrhage, he was pronounced brain dead on 11th October, aged 15. Acutis died the next day on 12th of October in 2006 at 6:45 p.m.